Mm-hmm. Come here. All right. Good morning, y'all. I think we're live. According to everything here, we're live. So, let's see. Good morning to Dana. Thank you for turning on the lights this morning. Rune, as always, made sure the lights were turned on. G Man, good morning. Who else do we have? Alpha Centauri. Guten Tag, sir. Let's see. Pocket Women, good day, down under. Brian Field, good morning. Who else do we have? Anthony, good morning. Bears back, good morning. And let's see. Okay, that's who we got right now. Audio and video good. Awesome. Pocket Women. Everyone in the channel I gave a shout out to last Monday needs 5 more for their 100. Okay. Pocket Women. I will do that right now. Let's see. Let's pull up the channel. Lockswood Limited. Andy Perrin. 96 subscribers. So let's make that 97. Always let's help out people in the community by showing them support, subscribing to their channel. Let's see. Who else is here? All right. Yes, the Socks is in the house. Mika Wolf, good morning. And you see, also we have another guest out here. Aloysius. Aloysius, come here. Come here, Aloysius. Come here. We have Aloysius in the house as well. Aloysius, say hello. Yeah. Nope. Okay. See? Here's the camera. Yep. Aloysius is out here today too. This is his first time in the shop. He's exploring, having a great time. He is the very, very brave one. Socks is also pretty brave. But when I bought the house, almost 3 years ago now, it's getting warm in here. Aloysius was the first one to venture out and start exploring. So he's out here for the very first time today. So hopefully he won't make a nuisance of himself. But, you know, they're cats. So anyway, hope everybody had a great week this week. It was slam busy for us. I didn't stop running all week long. And, you know, I'm at the point now where I'm mostly writing by myself to jobs and doing jobs on my own. And I think I made my boss proud. Not sure. Maybe. I might have made my boss proud. Because I had 2 days in a row with jobs on my own that I didn't call him for. I didn't call him with questions. So that was a good thing. And handled pretty big rekey job. Actually, a couple rekey jobs. One of them turned into kind of a debacle, but we're getting worked through that. The other one was the job where I got these ASA cylinders out of. The other week, I went back and finished it. It was mostly, we basically, ASA is kind of like Medico, where, Medico has restricted keyways. So only the Medico dealers that sell those keyways can sell blanks for them. ASA, the sidebar has to be, that is assigned to dealer. So basically we had to convert this whole building over to one key. We went with Sergeant keyway, and that's why we got to remove all these ASA cylinders. So I did that by myself. And if you look back in the chat, you'll see where I was telling Rune earlier that I almost messaged him for drill points on a NASA because I had a couple that I did not have a key to. Had to get them out. So I've got a lever off of another job we did. The boss and I both did. But it has a Medico cylinder in it. And anyway, we took it off because the owner of the business wanted it to be exit only and have no exterior trim on the outside back door. So we took this off. I'm hoping maybe at some point in time I'll look at the poll that I did to see if y'all want to look at this. But at some point in time, I will try to demonstrate on this how I removed the ASA cylinders from two different levers without the key and without picking. Let's see here. Let's look. Right? Yes. I have two fur balls. Yeah, Pocket Women. Aloysius is the one that had to go to the vet a couple times earlier this year. He had the urinary infection and also an abscess that had to be drained. But he is in great health. They are all doing just fine right now. So just being a mess, as you can see. And Socks and Aloysius are pretty good friends, so they keep each other in trouble. Let's see. Bianca's trying to get inside the monitor to the cats. Well, Rune, we might just have to arrange an international play date for the cats. Maybe. I'm trying to figure out how to... There we go. There we go. Aloysius. Aloysius. You shouldn't do that on a live broadcast. Sorry. Anyway, let's see. Pocket Women. No. Nothing is wrong with the ASA cylinders. They just had to get replaced so that we could go on one keyway for the whole building, because the new owners of the building wanted just to have a simple master key system, and they didn't feel the need to continue with any high security cylinders. So that's basically what we did. We did a sergeant keyway with a master, a certain section of locks that are keyed just to the master, and then another section that are keyed to a change key in the master. Very, very simple and really effective, though, because employees that only need access to the shop area have access to the shop area. They can lock off the office area. People with access to the office can go in any door with their key. Pretty convenient. It's more of a convenience mastering system, if that term makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, Brian, eventually these cylinders will find their way out into the community. I'm going to try to send some stuff out in the next few months. I know I've been saying that for a long time. COVID last year, changing jobs this year, that just kind of didn't let that happen. But anyway, hopefully that'll happen soon. Let's see, let's look. back in the chat here just to make sure. Bianca's trying to go through the screen to get to the kitties. Kitties, come here. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Let's talk about how you remove those cylinders. Okay, let's look at the poll. Oh, wow. 10 votes. And most of them are for Socks being cat in the shop today. All right, we can still look at this. I had another job that involved something I've never done before. I've never done it on camera, never done it off camera, but it was decoding a combination lock that was on some Ikea furniture. So I've never seen these before. They're actually pretty kind of cool. They're combination dials on like a little, I don't want to say thumb turn exactly, but it's just a little turning cylinder, or like turning latch. And the issue is that on the outside of those latches or those little turns is the combination reset button. So you have 3 wheels for the combination, and when you dial it in, you can push the reset shuttle, and so you do that, you come off by 1, and it accidentally resets the combination. I actually dealt with a combination cam lock as well this week that had happened on. So I didn't have to decode it the way that I did the furniture locks, but the furniture locks, I walk in, the job description was open 2 filing cabinet locks. So I think, pick kit and a little bit of Houdini, and we'll be in like 5 minutes. It didn't take me that long, but I was able to get in, and I was pretty proud of myself. I couldn't video it. I wanted to video that because it was the first time, but I couldn't do it because the customer was there, and because of reasons, I couldn't do it. But anyway, it was pretty cool. So this came off of a house this week as well. The couple that lived there wanted new hardware, and I installed 3 of our remaining encodes that we had, along with a new handle set and some new levers. This is, I believe this is Quickset hardware. Pretty sure it is, actually. Anyway, the realtor left their lockbox on there. It was on there for weeks. So when I took it off, I asked the homeowner, I said, do y'all need this? She said, no, we don't need it. The realtor hadn't come by to pick it up. We don't even know what's in there. Take it off, take it away. Took it away. So we might look at that. Let's see. Let's look at the chat here. Look at the chat. Fox New York, good morning, sir. Jay, how are you? Hope it's all right up there. I didn't mention the weather today. The weather here is like overcast and really rainy, and it's like 60 degrees outside. Is warm enough that I can wear shorts and a t-shirt. And I love rainy days, especially on the weekends. And I had to get a new television this past week. I really hate spending a lot of money all at once. Spending a lot of money in small amounts here and there, I can deal with. Spending several $100s all at once, that's kind of difficult for me. But I will be honest, today after live, I may or may not show up at Jason's live because this is a really big TV. The Hisense Roku TVs at Walmart, $320 for a 58-inch. The 50-inch version of that is like $350. So, yeah, it's an awesome picture. I'm really happy with it. Let's look here. Brian Field, are those asses a restricted keyway? Brian, let's see here. Let's grab. Now this is a different one. This is the ASA Twin 6000. And this is the ASA Twin Maximus, I think. So let's see if this key. No, the key won't go in. I'm not sure if the actual keyway is restricted or if it's just the sidebar. I know the sidebar is restricted. So like every locksmith shop that deals with asses would have their own sidebar pattern. As far as the keyway, I'm not sure if that goes with that. Maybe the rest of you guys can answer that question for me. Some of you other locksmiths out there. Because we do Medico multi-lock, Scorpion MX5. That's what we deal with in our shop. So I'm not real familiar with the asses. Let's see, Dave Addion, Brian, yes. As far as I know, all asses like that are restricted. Okay, yeah. All as a twin restricted out to... Okay, cool. So you guys have already answered that. Awesome. All right, G Keyman. Be safe on the road. Let's see. Got a cabinet next to you. That Ikea combo. Yeah. Rune, I like it. I mean, I really like the design. I just wish that the reset function was located somewhere on the inside of the lock. These were actually in a church. So you have, volunteers, church members, staff members, all going to the same places. And sometimes, you have people who are clumsy or, don't know or anything, and they push the button and change the code or something like that. And it really makes it kind of difficult. And, the preacher who was there, he was saying how, he just wanted to cut it off, cut off the locking lugs, just to disable it. He put tape over them after I opened them. But if that design was where perhaps you could unlock it and then to reset the combination, you would have to insert something from the secure side of the lock. Those would actually be really great. I'd love to. I wish I had a picture. Let's see. Let's look here. All right. Yeah, Pocket Women, I'll check out. I'll check them out. Lockswood Limited. After the live. I promise I'll do that before I start watching my new TV. G came in, got one like that. What's the model? You talking about one of the ASA cylinders or one of the lock boxes? That's the lock box. Let's see. See, Rune, I should be able to, access Twitter on the computator. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the Twitters. There's the Twitters and messages. Rune International sent me a photo. Okay, no, that wasn't. Is similar to that, but this is a recessed churn. Let me look here. Let me see what I can find real quick. Here we go. I will actually post a video link. I don't want it to play. No thanks. Stop playing. Copy and paste. There we go. All right, so that's just from the preview. That's kind of what the lock that I saw. Let's see here. Brian Field getting strong thunderstorms. Austin Wide. Jay doesn't do much ASA anymore. Yeah, like I said, I think we've got some, but I don't think so. If that makes sense. I wish my boss was watching. He can answer. To my knowledge, we don't have any ASA. Yeah. If you're just joining, if you haven't looked at Pocket Women's link to Lockswood Limited channel, then please go check that out. Let's see. King of combination door locks and and door silencers. Yes, Jay, I've seen you talk about door silencers more than anybody other than my boss. I've got probably like 50 on my truck right now. And I do replace them. When I see that they're worn out, I do replace them. Let's see. Change the actual profile after a while. Okay. Your poll keeps popping up. If this was elsewhere, that would sound bad. Well, the title of this live is "You're gonna put that where?" Anyway, let's look at the poll real quick. Trilogy electronic lock is coming up with more. I'm gonna show you which one it is. And we can decide if we want to just take it apart. This one got replaced. It was a direct swap out, and direct swap out on these actually is not that bad. If you're doing a 1-to-1 swap out, it took me about 25 minutes to swap out the old one, put the new one on, and get it programmed, actually. And these are actually kind of cool because, like a lot of the other trilogies, they have an internal clock, so you can program scheduling. That way, if you have a code, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're only supposed to get in there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, your code will only work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. You can set it to where Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you don't have to have a code. You just pull down on a lever, open the door. It's actually pretty cool. And of course, it does have a key override cylinder. And this one was malfunctioning. It's probably about 6 or 7 years old, I think. They said 10 at the most. My boss actually put this on years ago, but it finally bit the dust. That's the one thing about Trilogy is, from what I'm finding out, the failure or the expected reliable lifetime is about 5 to 10 years, which for a lock that costs a lot of money. You know, this is almost $1,000. I want to get more than 5 to 10 years out of it. You know, about the only thing that I expect to pay several grand for to only last that long would be a car. And that's only if I'm driving it all the time. Let's see here. Let's look down here in the chat. I'm way behind on the chat. Way behind on schedule. How about asking your boss to come on a live one Saturday? You know, I've got an idea brewing in my head, and I want to ask him before I talk to y'all about it, but maybe we could do something. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to end the poll real quick. Looks like we'll be looking at a Trilogy electronic lock. I don't know. You need Allen wrenches to take it apart. I might save that, actually. I might do that next weekend, which, by the way, I know Christmas is next Saturday. I won't be live on Christmas Day. But I think maybe the day after I will be. Or, I don't know. I might show up on Saturday next week. I don't know if Jason's doing a live next Saturday as well, it being Christmas Day. I hadn't heard from his. But anyway, so I just ended the poll. Ronald, good morning. Dana, wow, that looks rough. Yeah. I mean, this was on a southwest facing door, so it's been around a while. It's faded out. The battery cover kind of, yeah, it's not supposed to do that. And the complaint with this was, even when you put in the code, it wouldn't always turn the actuator. So that's why that's why we replaced it. Put a locky on like I did. Actually, Jay, what we normally try to do, we sell a lot of Schlage, and you know, normally we would sell something like a CO100, but this is for the narrow style aluminum storefront door, and a CO100 would not work on that. Now, what we have done in the past is we've replaced these with Salto access control for customers wanting access control systems. And I'd love to do a video on Salto sometime, because I did Salto training with my boss a couple weeks ago, and it was actually really cool. And we install a lot of Salto. So if you're looking for access control that doesn't require direct wiring to the door, Salto is a good option. Let's see here. Yeah, Brian, it's very expensive to use for, 5 to 10 years. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't buy these. I mean, it's got a lot of cool features. And you can see right here, they're the programming ports. So you can program it without having to stand there. Normally, you have to do like a whole number sequence and, press the AL, put in your master code, press AL again, do like 02 to add a user code, then star, then the new user code, then AL, then the new user code, then star. It was simple enough I could figure it out. But doing programming, you could do it from the computer if you had the programming dongle. So I don't know. Let's see here. In the latest tested video by Adam Savage, he showed a patch you can get if you have glued your fingers together. Guess who came to mind when watching that? Rune? I don't know. Who's ever had an unfortunate incident? Super glue. I keep it here, and it feels like it's still liquid, so yeah, it's probably still good. Well, Aloysius. Yeah, that's you in the mirror. Come here. Well, all right. Which lock do you want to see? Which one do you want to look at? You just want to get up here, don't you? Yeah. Aloysius has been in some of my videos before. The old videos from when I was in the apartment. Anthony, maybe they'll make it more reliable, durable over time. Problem is they've been selling this for like 10 or 15 years now. Yeah. I don't think so. Unfortunately. Don't let Night know. Don't let Night. Oh no, what? Where is Night Owl today? Did he have to work? Speaking of which, Pocket Women and Rune, and we're missing Night Owl, our other moderator, but Pocket Women and Rune and everybody else, but especially you guys, January the 15th is a date that I will probably need some help, and that's because y'all asked for it. Y'all said it would be really cool to see somebody on live with who is a distributor rep. And I talked to one of our distributor reps, and he's going to be here live. So kind of pencil that in on your calendars for January the 15th, and we'll have him here. So hopefully that'll be pretty good. And I will need help from the I'll need help from you guys, the mods, as far as fielding questions, watching the chat for me, because I want to kind of hype it up a little bit for locksmiths that have never dealt with reps before, or locksmiths who have dealt with reps that have had bad dealings with reps, because this guy is really, really good. He's really good. He's a really cool guy. And I think y'all will really enjoy it. So just kind of put it on your calendar. All right, Pocket Women and Rune, appreciate it. And I'll send a message to Night Owl as well, just to kind of see if he can do that. Brian Field will remember it's the day after his birthday. Awesome, Brian. January birthday. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to get a Locksport birthdays list if you wanted to participate. Think that would be something kind of cool to do. Just for the community, put out a shout out on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, whatever other platforms you're on, just to be able to say, hey, happy birthday to so-and-so. Here's their channel. Go check them out. I think that would be kind of cool. All right. I'm making an executive decision. we're either going to get this try to get this Medico cylinder out of this lever, or do the combination box. So if you want to see the combination box decoded, please put in the chat the number 1. And if you want to see how to get a Medico cylinder out of the lever, or at least try to get it out of the lever without destroying the lever, comment 2 in the chat. And we'll let that run for about a minute. I know I could do another poll, but that's what I feel like doing right now. Because the Trilogy, I think, could take a little while to disassemble. And I don't have the Allen wrenches that I need to do that. No Sleep, good morning. Never seen you here before, so welcome. Thank you, sir. Number two, two. Okay. I'll go for about another minute to see. But yeah. So stay tuned for January 15th. We'll have a rep from one of the distributors on here, and I think I know that'll be really cool. And Pocket Women, I will work on that other idea. It'll be after the first of the year. Which I can't believe that the first of the year is just like 2 weeks away. Wow. I wish this is over here licking a box. Aloysius. Yeah, you. That's Aloysius. He licks the windows inside the house sometimes too. Sorry, kind of seasicky there. Socks, I set the big tall black chair that's over there normally. I set it over in front of the door so she can watch out the window, and that's exactly what she's doing. See, 2, 1 and 2. Ronald, I ain't got enough time for both. All right, so removing the Medico cylinder from the lever. Let's do that. Let me get the camera rotated. Please stand by. All right, there's that. Get the wire. Get the wire for the light. There's some more light. Let's get that moved around. Alrighty. Had to go with, yeah, you do not have key and lever. Yeah, I guess not, Rune. Over there you'd have mostly mortise. Bear's back wants 1 and 2 as well. Oh my. Well, we're going to go with this. I will decode that lockbox at some point, and I will also do that Trilogy. So this is a lever. It's locked right now. This would be on the outside. On the inside was an exit device. Panic bar, push bar, whatever you want to call it. This connected through. The owner of the business was concerned about being able to force the door open, and actually showed us where he could do that just by a good yank and a tug. So we completely replaced the exit device with a vertical rod, top and bottom vertical rod exit device, and have just a complete blank plate on the outside of the door now, which of course meets code because you always have to get out of the building. They really just don't care if you can get in or not. It is a Medico cylinder, no key available. And so we're going to try to remove this. And the way that you can, one of the ways that you can do it, if the door is open, you can take the lever off the door. Kind of what I did with the Sargent levers that the ASA cylinders came out of the other day. Pull it off the door. They weren't anything like this. I've never taken one of these apart before, so I have no clue what I'm into, or getting into. But they got put together, so that means they have to come apart somehow, right? So we've got that to come off. There's our spring cage for the lever. Looks like these tabs lock it in place. And unlike the job the other day, I really don't care if this lever is in working condition when I get done with it or not. Get him a crash helmet if he's licking the windows. Yeah, he's kind of special like that, Jay. Trying to separate this back plate. I don't know if that is possible or not. This isn't like the lever set that I had the other day. The lever set I had the other day was a, like I said, a Sargent grade 1 commercial set. Let's see, I've got this ring right here. Let's see if we can take this apart. Ow. What do you want? No, you're not going outside. Sox is wanting to explore more. And that is what happens when you buy these off of eBay. Yep. Let's look. Let's see. Guys, I might have to run out to the car real quick. Because my bigger toolkit's out there. I will be back in like 3 minutes. Let's see. Let's see here. Be back in like 3 minutes, y'all. No, you're not going outside. Inside. All right. I know at least 5 of you said something about rearranging everything while I was gone. Let's see what we can do here now. Let's see. There's the clip. Start by removing that. Yep, Rune, that's what we're going to do. Pocket women, thank you very much. Yes, my confidence has grown. Like I was talking with my boss the other day, I said, I can at least go out and try, and if I make a mistake, I can learn from it, and, we'll go from there. I won't make it again. Ken _ good morning, sir. Jason, good morning. Let's see. Did I knock myself out with panic bar trim? No, not quite. Let's see. Send help. Yeah, kitties. I've got 2. Call the police. Oh, Lord, Jason. Let's see. Let's get another screwdriver here. All right. So normally in the field, if I had to remove something like this, I would use a hook tool, traveler's hook, shrum tool, Carolina roller, whatever the terminology. I meant to ask the boss the other day if I could buy a couple, because since they are local, we actually get a really good deal on them. Let me see. There they are. There they are. And they're broken. Oh no. My split ring pliers are broken. Tool shed, Harbor Freight. No wonder. Come on now. There we go. That's off of there. Broken, but it's off. Now let's see what we can do to get this thing pried up here. This is my Cobalt one. Just so y'all don't think that I'm like brand specific or anything. All right, so we can see there. There we go. That pops off. So our cylinder's just right back here. Let's lift that out. And there we go. There's the tailpiece to our cylinder down in there. Cool. So normally we would take a pokey tool and poke it through here. Let me see what kind of pokey tool I've got. We'd poke it through this hole here, and you can see, maybe you can see down inside of here, this is the cylinder retainer, and in order for this to push in, you have to turn the tailpiece. This being a Medico, I'm not really seeing, yeah. I see a little tiny Phillips head screw down in there, right at the tip of my little poker. Let's see. Tim, they make special pliers for clips like that. Yeah, I do have circlip pliers. I need some new ones though. I will go to Lowe's. I got some Christmas money. I think I'm gonna buy some. Save the spring. Yes. Always save your springs. If they're not busted, even if you don't need them for the lock that you're working on, save your springs. Fred Flintstoner, good morning. Yeah, be careful. Let's see. How can we get in here? Now that we've got it down this far. Could take some pliers and try to bend the tailpiece on the cylinder out of the way, or twist it. Closest pliers I have on hand. And they fitn't it. They fitn't it in there. Y'all think we need to resort to cutting tools? I do. I think we need to resort to cutting tools. What do y'all think? Maybe cut this around the outside here so we can get down in there. Maybe. Let's see, those were for the circlip pliers. Let's get... Let's see if we overload things here. Here is this. No, I've got a brand new package of cutoff wheels back here somewhere. Maybe. These are the crappy cutoff wheels. I don't like these. This is one of the good ones. Let's try this. What would a dentist do? Why are the screws in the handle, or are they rivets? Oh, these right here are to hold this plate, which here in the U.S., this is actually ADA for the blind, so that you can have a textured feel for the lever to see if it's entry or exit. I believe the exit ones are smooth and entry is rough. But this one's smooth and it was on exterior, so maybe the reverse. Honestly, I really don't know. Ooh, there's a little spring. Hold that in. Let's see if we can exploit that spring. Take a tiny screwdriver. Yep, we're breaking the shit out of this spring here. Just to get it out. And no, this is not the way I would do it in the field as a locksmith. In the field as a locksmith, I would say you need a new lever and put one on there because I carry them on the truck. Just to be completely honest. And yeah, there's no bending to that. The way that I got them got those ASA cylinders out of the Sargent levers the other day is about where you can see that Phillips head screw right there. They had the cylinder rose pins, like the cylinder cap pins, and I reached down with a broken pick that I keep in my kit. About like, where was it? Just had it a minute. Yeah, there it is. About like this, and reached down and I pushed that in, and then took actually a pair of hemostats and just twisted it. Got it pushed down enough, and then twisted the tailpiece so that it was sideways. That's how I did it. Let's see. Huh. Jason, thank you for doing that bit of admin there in the chat. I've never had that come up. But thank you for doing that. Let's see. Clamp around the lever and then a screw. Yeah. User in timeout. There we go. Hey, awesome mods. Awesome. Thank you guys. Spam accounts attacking me. Ugh. I think we're going to have to cut this, don't y'all? At least cut this part off here. So let me shift camera a bit. There we go. Do this back ultra wide. Zoom in. All right. And let me swap this out. You had 2 last week. West and Night Owl. Yeah. I've been getting them like in comments on videos and stuff, but never had them show up in the live before. I guess that means my live's getting more popular. All right. I'm going to be nice. Sometimes they have enough give to just whack it, but not sure with. Yeah. And I don't have the key to this, so I want to get to the tailpiece a little bit better. I'm thinking at the very least I can bend it to be able to hit the retainer. Let me be really nice and mute the audio while I Dremel this. I have no clue what's going to happen. I've never done this before, but we're going to try it and see what happens. So there's not going to be any audio for a minute. And don't worry, kitties are safely clear. They're not around. I think my disc wore down. Let me see if I can find My other cutoff wheels. Jeez. I know I just bought some new ones. Like, not that long ago. Jeez. Here's one. Here's one. Found one. You know, found one. Let's see. Yeah, just go for the retainer at this point. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Since we're doing this, let's see, safety goggles. Yes, I've got safety contacts on. Just cut the retainer down in. Okay. Actually, you know what? I like that idea. Let me get something a little less noisy. Out of the way. And let's just drill. Let's see what. Let's see. It's going to be coming in from that way, so I need to drill there. Let's do about 3/16, maybe, ish, kind of. Now my boss does give me shit about liking DeWalt, because everything on the truck is Milwaukee. Either Milwaukee or Makita. And I mean, I've got to say, I've a little bit bigger battery. I've got to say, I've kind of come to appreciate the Milwaukee. It's not that bad. All right, so what I'm going to try to do is drill right there at the end of the screwdriver. Y'all can't see that. Light isn't good enough. Right there at the end of the screwdriver. There we go. I'm going to try to drill right in there. That way I can push the retainer in and hopefully remove the core that way. What do y'all professionals think? Let's see. Use a nail and a hammer. Through the retainer hole. Through the retainer hole. Loxon, why you're saying go through there? And then just drill that out that way. Yeah, pocket women, normally these, they don't want you to be able to pull these out. Because, I mean, if you can pull the lever off of this, because think this would be through here and it's attached to it. Normally you'd put your pokey tool in there and slide this part off of this part. And then that would allow you to pop the cylinder out, but it would also allow you to reach in through the outside of the lock and actuate it to the unlocked position. Cut into the retainer hole with the Dremel. I can see this going bad, okay? So cut into there with the Dremel, or should I drill it out? Because, I mean, I think I see what you're saying, Jay. I really need a good heavy bench vise. I'm going to go with this. Okay. Let's see. Can I pull it out now? I think we might need to go a little bit deeper. Maybe. We're going to get this damn thing apart one way or the other. Okay. And again, in the field as a locksmith, I would say you need a new one. Not even bother with any of this. Yeah, I'm coming up clear of the actual back of the cylinder. The worst thing I'm going to hit is going to be the tailpiece. But I think, let's see. Yep, just a slot. There goes the tail. Well, as long as we save the cylinder, right, Jay? What would you do, Locksmith Edition? Yeah. Because I want to be able to separate this part from this part. And I think, and yes, this is the crappiest vise I could use for something like this. There we go. Okay. All right. I think I've broken enough out of it, or drilled enough out of it. Don't know if y'all could see. Smoke was leaking out of it. I think I might be able to reach down in there and pry it out. reach down in here. I can feel it. It's pretty loose. Let's see, not hot enough to magnetize. Yeah, it was definitely smoking. Trying to Boss and I did do a lock topsy on a Yale lever set the other day. I was gonna save it for today, but make sure where I want to hit this. Right about there. When in doubt, hit it with a hammer. There we go. Trash. Trash. Clean the work area up. And it's just, excuse me. There we go. Not too much damage to the tailpiece. I mean, it's certainly not usable, but the rest of the cylinder is. And you can see why the little trick I used on the ISA cylinders by hitting the retaining pin would not work on this, because Medico uses 2 tiny screws. But there it is. Pretty cool, huh? Awesome. Alrighty. I'm not going to try to pick this today. Maybe one day, but not today. So let's get the camera turned around here. Get the lights turned off. Start closing up shop for the day. And there we go. So yes, when in doubt, drill it out. Rune, I think that's kind of your motto, isn't it? When in doubt, drill it out. Oasis, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. When I unpacked the new television the other day, I threw the big thing of styrofoam packing into the floor, and within 5 minutes, 3 kitties made snow. One kitty was terrified of it, but 3 of them, 3 of them made snow. Let's see here. Yeah, Jay, I was really was trying to aim for just straight down the cylinder retainer hole, just to eliminate that and be able to loosen that up to where I could separate the lever from the spindle. Seems to have worked. I mean, if in the field, if retrieving the cylinder was the goal, I would do something like that. If rekey was the goal, I would, and the door was open, then I would say, you know, you need a new one. I've got a Dexter C1000 and C2000 on the truck at all times, storeroom and entry function. So we keep those on hand. Let's see. Let me just look back through the chat a little bit. Pokey Tool. Yes, Pokey Tool. That's the official name for it, Pokey Tool. Use the Dremel to make one cut on each side. Then, yeah, I could have done that, Ronald. I could have actually cut around the lever. I threw the lever over there. Oh well. I could have cut around the lever, I guess, above the, like, if where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here it is. I could have cut the lever, like, there's the retainer. I guess I could have cut it on this side and just kind of cut that out, but that's a lot of brass to cut. I don't think I want to do that with a Dremel. I think a die grinder would probably be better to do that with. On the truck, we carry die grinders. And like I said, I've got a little bit of Christmas money. Mom and Dad know that I want more DeWalt tools and that I have a drill and impact driver already. I kind of told them that a circular saw would be great, and it would be. I'd really use it. But I'm wondering if I need a die grinder as well. Decisions. I could probably get one with the Christmas money that I've got. But I'm going to wait till after Christmas to see what I get. But yeah, like in the field, if I had to cut this off, I would do a die grinder right here and then pull the cylinder out. But alas, luckily, that's all the damage that we had to the tailpiece. You can see it's kind of shaved out right there a little bit. But tailpieces can be replaced. Like I tell my ex every time he calls. Anyway, let's see here. What did Socks do? I missed it. Socks, what did you do? Oh well. Aloysius is over there and Socks is over there at the door. I missed what Socks did. Just cut a slot from the hole and towards the back. Yeah. Yeah, Dave. I know DeWalt has a good 20 volt die grinder, and I would really like that. See, my dad works at the Lowe's Hardware up in my hometown, just 45 minutes away. And right now they have a deal where you could buy like either 2 tools out of a list of selected tools, or a set of batteries with a charger and 1 tool for like $200 or $300, something like that. This is the only 4 amp hour battery that I have, and I think those batteries were included in that. Which, by the way, the drill bits are the DeWalt black and gold drill bits that I talked about a few weeks ago. So you saw how those work. If you really, really push it, you can burn them fairly easily. So just be careful if you're cutting a lot of metal. Otherwise, it worked pretty good. Let's see. Jay, I don't want Makita. I've got DeWalt. I mean, Makita's pretty good. We've got a lot of Makita stuff at the shop. In fact, yesterday, the boss and I did a fresh Adams Wright deadbolt install on a storefront door, and we used a Makita router. I actually had to use the bit and collar from a Milwaukee router into... What are you doing? All I can see is your tail and butt and legs. Aloysius, are you stuck? No? Okay. Sorry. Yes, we see you. Anyway. But yeah, the Makita, I mean, it worked. It worked pretty good. It looked really good after we got done. That was actually the same store that we took this off the back door. The fresh install for Adam's Right was on the front door. But anyway, yeah, I've got DeWalt already, and I like it. So I'd like to build on that. You know, once you get one brand and one type of battery that can be used, you know, it makes sense to kind of stick with it. Let's see, Cat wants some camera time. Meow. Yeah. Kitties are being impatient. It's going to be a chore to round them up to get them inside. But anyway, hopefully they won't see any squirrels and the neighbors won't let their dogs out at the same time that I'm walking them back inside. So it is now 11:27. Jason, I might stop by for a few minutes. I'm not even going to say that I'm going to try to do cleaning. You missed the whole spiel about how I got a new television. Today's a rainy day, and I really want to see how good that TV looks with some good movies. So I'll probably stop by to say hi for a little bit, but that's about it. But thank you, Jason, for being here. Thank you for modding. And before you leave, January 15th. It's a Saturday. Mark that on your calendar. Be here January 15th. You can go back and watch the replay if you want to find out why. Anyway, see you, Jason. Thank you. Pocket Women, Jason's live will be in about 32 minutes. So I'm going to wind it up. Next weekend, again, is Christmas on Saturday. And I won't be live Saturday morning. Unless if you guys really, really want me to be. I'm going to be here with the cats at home Saturday morning. So if you're interested, just shoot me a message. If you say, hey, let's get together for Christmas, I'll do it. Planning on Sunday, though, because I'm off Christmas Eve, Friday. So I'm going to go see my mom and dad that day. And then be here Saturday and Sunday. So anyway, just let me know. I may pop in. We may just have like a Christmas chat or something. Again, January 15th, I will be having a live with one of the distributor reps. He'll be joining us. And I really don't have anything planned between now and then. New Year's Day, I'll be here. No problem. That's about all I can think of right now. Yeah, Jason. Brand new TV. Really good. Yes, and y'all check out Lockswood's channel. Pocket Women has posted the link a couple times in the chat. Here, Christmas is on Friday. Cool. Fonzie, didn't even know you were here. But glad you stopped by. We successfully extracted a Medico cylinder from a lever. Anyway, folks, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Have a wonderful week leading up to Christmas. Hope that y'all have a really great Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. It's Christmas. Hope that you have a great weekend. You know, if you have family to spend it with and you want to spend it with your family, go right ahead. If you want to spend it with your family of cats, that's perfectly fine too. Anyway, y'all, have a great week. Thank you for being here in chat. And, you know, joining in on the live. I'm hoping to do more this coming year. And I'm going to have more of y'all on here. Pocket Women, I still would really like you to join in sometime. If you're willing to. Whenever you're willing to, we can plan it out. And hope to have kind of a steady schedule of people coming on live with me and also doing videos like this. So yeah, we've got plenty to go over. Tales from the trash. Anyway, y'all have a great one. And y'all be safe, stay happy,